See how rude Harry was after rejecting William's offer to officially meet. His paranoia is obvious. Prince Harry snubbed Prince William's offer of a secret summit to heal their rift. The attempt by the new Prince of Wales to reach out to his brother reportedly came several months before Megxit, when he gave a worrying television interview during a tour of South Africa. The Prince of Wales was almost in tears following the broadcast of the ITV documentary. I heard that as well, that he was genuinely almost in tears, and the whole thing has been genuinely upsetting. We always hear this narrative that William's tough and angry, but I've heard he basically cried over it. Richard Eden has claimed the behaviour of Prince Harry towards his brother following the release of an ITV documentary hosted by Tom Bradby provided a real insight into the paranoia affecting the Duke of Sussex. Mr. Eden recounted the moment Prince William asked to meet up with his younger brother following comments made by Harry that the pair were on different paths, only to be told not to come if he had to tell too many people of his plan. Initially, Harry was in favour. Then he spoke to his brother again and asked him whom he would tell. William explained that he'd have to clear his schedule, which would mean telling his private secretary. At that point, Harry told him, "Don't come." He was so concerned that William's team would leak the visit to the press that he would rather not see his brother than risk it getting into the papers. This put Harry and Meghan into a spin. What should they do? Mr. Eden added, the first thing William wanted to do, he was shocked, was go to see his brother and talk about it. So he made contact, but Harry wanted to know who would come with him, who would need to know about him coming, and William had to say, well, I would have to tell my private secretary because I'll have to change my arrangements for tomorrow. And Harry reportedly said, well, if anyone else knows about it, don't come. And I mean that is really an insight into the paranoia affecting Harry. Just the level of distrust there was at this point, and you can tell that they were really on their way out of the royal family. The book adds that the failure to meet face to face came as heartbreaking news to people close to both brothers, and highlighted how some members of the firm had come to find it difficult to communicate directly amid high levels of scrutiny. During their stint as working members of the royal family, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex were reportedly handed a role Prince William very much had his eye on. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle were respectively appointed the President and Vice President of the Queen's Commonwealth Trust. According to royal expert Katie Nicholl's book, The New Royals, the decision was made in an effort to include the Duke and Duchess of Sussex as working royals, a move that ultimately frustrated Prince William. The host Jo Elvin discussed the fresh revelations within the book. There is an interesting insight on the potential jealousy on William's part over roles for Meghan and Harry. What's that all about? Mail on Sunday editor-at-large Charlotte Griffiths replied, she gives a bit of an insight into how much fast-tracking went on to make Meghan and Harry feel special, and including before the wedding, including making them very senior in the Commonwealth Trust. Katie reports that this was a plum role that William quite fancied for himself. I can imagine the frustration William must have been feeling given that they felt so left out. All these special measures were put in place to make them feel really included, and yet they're so resentful that they weren't made to feel welcome.